right. What's up, guys? It's your boy, Aaron, with the Extra Point Podcast, and this is
Hi, I'm DJ.
totally botched that, but we'll get smoother with it as we go. Um, we're here to talk some fucking football, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Dude, what a freaking, first of all, what a game, Seattle freaking Rams. I'm excited to talk that one. I hate to skip over the other one, but shit. Um, what are your,
Now that
what do you think?
um, I mean that could not have been a more of an offensive perfection of a game outside of
Yeah.
the special teams mistake. But whew, man, that came down to it, and I I doubted the Rams going into this a little bit. I
hmm
I, I think last week I took Seattle to do it, but then we both talked ourselves into LA being the ones to do it.
hmm
Uh, I mean, what a show, right?
Yeah, let's start with the Patriots Broncos instead, actually. I feel like we ought to do it in order, right? Just
Yeah.
because
Listen, we don't have much to talk about for that that Broncos New England game. So
Jarrett Stidham looked good coming out at the beginning. He
yeah,
did. Like that first drive was a little but then he hits, what was it, Mims? Or was it Sutton?
I
Sutton.
believe it was Mims. Let me.
He hit, yeah, I think he hit Mims for like a freaking monster
Yeah, it was
touchdown. Yeah, he
a back shoulder uh, dot
dude.
in the end zone. It was really sick.
And that was the only touchdown for a while.
Sutton.
And so, oh, so it was Sutton.
Yep, yep.
Sutton. Yeah, so I don't know. That was the only touchdown for a while, so I felt like, wow, we can actually pull this off if the defense can just keep getting stops. You know what I mean?
Right.
I say we. I'm not a Broncos fan. I don't know. Anyone but the Patriots.
Yeah, we were all Broncos fans last night. I think.
Well, I like Drake May, man. I just,
Why New
damn,
England?
really, the Super Bowl? Like, come on.
No, just why New England? Why did he have to go to New England? Like we all knew coming out that he was a baller. He was surgical when he had time, and he had the arm talent to get it down the field. Um, I'm
Well, rumor
surprised.
is,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say Minnesota. I think tried to trade up for May, and what was it?
Yeah,
New England just straight
there
up. They
there
were just
was
like,
two
no.
teams. There was two teams
They're like,
that tried to move up. Do you
it
know who the other one is?
was it the Giants?
It was the Giants. The deal that Minnesota sent out for Drake May was pretty big. Um,
Yeah.
Obviously, it didn't matter. They knew that they were a quarterback away, apparently, um, and here they are. So back into what could be a dynasty all over again, dude.
I will say May didn't even touch 100 yards.
No, no, he didn't.
He didn't have to, but he should have. And that's gonna hurt him, I think, in this next game is like, can you play despite like the setbacks, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
86 for zero tutties, zero interceptions, with a 62 QBR. Stidham didn't do any better, really. 133 for one touchdown and an interception. Obviously, that iced the game.
right.
Um, 19.6 QBR. This was just a defensive masterclass of a game, dude. These defenses
Wow.
were not letting these quarterbacks play.
No, not at all. I'm surprised Stidham made more in the end of it all. Um, do do we really blame the weather on this? I mean, Denver and New England both play. I mean, maybe they didn't play any snow games this year, but they play in cold temperatures like that. Can we really blame the field for that?
It's two monster defenses, and like apparently it came out, white jerseys on a white background ain't the best idea.
That's a
Um,
fair point.
which probably actually did have a hand in that final interception. You can't
Yeah,
see a defender, you know what I mean?
yeah. No,
I
that's true. He probably thought he was wide open out there.
Yeah, he's like, damn, no defenders in that one spot, crazy.
Yeah, well,
Uh,
I just took us to the Super Bowl. What do you mean
the
it's
Super
coming
Bowl's
back?
played in a dome. There's something to be said about like without the snow game, do the Broncos pull it off? But also with Bo Nix, do the Broncos pull it off? I think it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
The Patriots did it. They were in the same conditions to your point, and they did it, and they made it happen.
I told you when after the wild card weekend that the winner of the Texans and New England game was probably going to be bringing the Lombardi home. I saw Matthew Stafford, and I'm leaking over into the other game a little bit here, but I saw Matthew Stafford rip that defense apart last night.
Hmm.
I I can see Drake May having his what is it first 400-yard game. I can see it. I can completely see it.
After not even touching 100
Yeah, but I mean, look at the
against that
situation.
Seattle defense.
I Are we saying the Seattle defense is as good as the Broncos defense? I mean, they're ranked number one.
Yes.
I get that, but I don't agree.
Here, we'll get to Seattle's defense in a second, but yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely,
All
dude.
right, all right.
I
Hey,
would say
maybe that's
so.
a hot take on my side, but
I will say, here, let's go over some of the notes I took.
yeah, yeah,
I basically have Denver wins the first quarter,
yeah.
New England wins the second quarter. At some point, I wrote that down because I was like, dang, these are two different games.
Right.
At one point, I wrote down Mac Hollins is legit, dude. He was injured, right? And then he came
Yeah.
back in,
Mhm.
and or he wasn't injured for the game, but he was injured previous games. He shows up for this game, and he just balls out. He 2 for 51,
Two for.
dude.
I mean, hey.
He sh he shows up and he shows out. I mean, yeah, the receiving was awful, that defense, but
Well, Mims put up 4 for 62. He had a long of 52,
hmm
so he was showing up. Evan Ingram, I didn't see him at all. It says he has 2 catches. I didn't see him once.
yeah,
RJ Harvey, 4 for 22. I mean, these guys are, you know, uh, the guy who caught the lone touchdown for Denver, 3 for 17 and a touchdown. That
yeah.
defense wasn't letting them do anything. Stidham, in my opinion, as the game progressed, got very much more and more inaccurate.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out, bro.
Well,
He's from Stephenville. Like you have to root for that guy.
it's
But
not the only thing that progressed during that game. The weather
yeah,
did too.
yeah, yeah, that's very true. And maybe because he's from Texas, he's not used to that kind of shit. But I don't know. It just seems worse and worse and worse. And not to say Drake May was doing any better, but they were able to at least
Well,
drive down the field.
one thing May was doing better than Stidham, I think, was scrambling. Was exactly, yeah, freaking. If you got these two amazing defenses and neither team can make it happen on offense, well, it probably goes to the scrambling QB that's clearly a starter, right?
Yeah,
I
right.
mean, at the end of the day. Um, I wrote this whole game is a coaching masterclass. This was after Peyton decided to, what was it? He went for it on fourth
Yeah,
instead of kicking, and now everybody's kicking his ass on fucking, Twitter and whatever.
right.
And it's like, I don't I don't hate it. He said, it's time to be aggressive. And I agree. It's the AFC Championship. Now, should you know what the weather's going to be like? Yeah. But when has weather stopped football before? I don't know. I also wrote tush push in third quarter definitely was not a first down. You remember
No,
that one?
I don't think it was. I thought that was the wrong call, quite frankly.
Yeah. It yeah. What was it? Who's the Steelers guy? Is it Adam?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can hear
Okay.
you.
Sorry, my screen over here is bugging a little
So
bit.
you're good, you're good. At one point Adam was like, oh, if it's too close to reverse a call, blah, blah, blah. What do you mean? He didn't cross the line. So you
I
called a
understand.
penalty. I thought it was very clear that not penalty, you called it down, him being across.
Yeah,
I thought it was very clear that he wasn't. Reverse the call. Like,
yeah.
we have cameras.
I think that like really put them in an awkward position too. I mean, like if you make the stop, I don't know if that necessarily changes the game in Denver's favor at all, right? But we saw what
Well, they got a field
happened.
goal.
Right, right. But I mean, do they get a touchdown in that situation? I don't think
They
so.
won by a field goal.
I know. Well, we had three missed field goals in that game that I counted. It might have been more, quite frankly, but um, we saw pretty much the same situation in the Rams game, and I think that when we get there we'll talk to it, but that cost them the game. Um,
Hmm.
I mean, more ref shenanigans, I guess, but I don't think it impacted the game to the point where Denver would have changed anything per se. They
Yeah.
were already falling apart at that point. Um, you had mentioned it being a coaching masterclass. I think the defense for Denver played a phenomenal lockdown game for as long as they could.
Hmm.
I didn't like a lot of the play calls Sean Payton called. Um, I mean, granted, you don't have your mobile quarterback up there, so that is what it is. But I don't know. Nobody was able to get open. Everybody was locked up, and maybe that's more of a praise of the New England defense, but it didn't seem like Sean Payton could get anything going outside of the first drive.
I didn't hate what Peyton was doing scheme wise. I think their run game wasn't doing what it's normally doing.
Right.
And so he kept trying and failing at the run. It's like, okay, at some point open it up, but you've got that low visibility. It becomes a run game. Does that, you know what I mean? Um, and not only that, he does open it up and then interception, game over,
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think
which was
J.K.
a great
Dobbins?
play by Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Yeah, they needed J.K. Dobbins.
I was
They
gonna
needed
ask.
J.K. Dobbins.
Do
Yeah.
you think J.K. Dobbins changes the momentum of that game?
Yeah, dude, your leading rusher was R.J. Harvey, 13 for 37, 2.8 yard average. You know who had the highest average, higher than R.J. Harvey for rushing?
Who?
Jarrett Stidham.
Wow.
Yeah. So you needed your rushing to be more effective, I think, especially in those conditions, and especially with great corners in New England. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
I will say I have one more note about this game. There's a third down run that Drake May did for a first down to ice the
Hmm.
game, and
Right.
like 2 minutes left, and that right there was MVP May. Like he threw a freaking I think it's Stafford. I think it's Stafford. But that like made me like the guy.
Sure.
It looked Josh Allen-esque. I hate to, I know I'm always glazing Allen, but and the fan base is gonna hate that, right? But it did. It game on the line, tough conditions. Drake
He
May
took
saw
it.
an opening. He took it. He got a first down into the game.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I like that, man. I think that the Seahawks should win the game, and we'll get to this later, but I think the Seahawks should win this next game. But um, if they don't watch out for that big playability that May has in those critical moments, it can go a whole other way.
I think May and I said the same thing about Herbert during that game. Is that both those quarterbacks, their run game is highly looked over. Um, May has done that the entire playoff season. Um,
Hmm.
even the regular season when he's had to go out and get it, he's got it. Um, It's very overlooked. Everybody just he's a pocket passer like Brady was, but he's a little more athletic than Brady was.
Mhm. Do you want to get to the meat and potatoes?
Yeah, I do.
Dude, early on in the game, Rashid and Puka had some monster plays.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was just watching the freaking highlights and I right before you came on, I saw the one to Shahid and I was like, "Oh my God.
What a
Fuck."
ball too, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
lord.
Sam Darnold. I'm
Yeah,
changing the box score. Sam Darnold.
yeah,
This next game, like just stat wise, is so fun, dude.
yeah.
Um,
Both those quarterbacks were going crazy.
oh my God. So Stafford, 374 for three tutties, zero interceptions, two
Elite,
for 35, or 22 for
elite.
35. Sam Darnold, 346 yards for three touchdowns, zero interceptions.
Yeah, yep.
25 for 30, almost identical stats. They both, they're Stafford's passer rating 127.6, Darnold's passer rating 127.8. Crazy.
Unreal, right? I really can't believe that we sat there and watched a QB masterclass between Matt Stafford and Sam Darnold.
Dude, I'm here for it, man. Looks like the rushing was more spread out in LA. But Kenneth Walker showed up, dude.
He had a game. Kenneth Walker was eating yards.
Not the best average because he got a bunch of touches, but he did get a tutty.
Yeah,
Um,
that was a sick tutty too.
yeah,
He
I
just
don't think I
like
saw that one.
he rushed it around like two defenders to the outside and just bounced it.
Blake Corum ended up outrushing Kyron Williams, and you know how much I glaze Kyron Williams. I love me some Blake Corum too.
I think I think Seattle's defense did a really good job of bottle capping him for the most part. Um,
Hmm.
man, I gotta ask this question: how does
Okay.
it feel to have not only JSN's tattoo, but DeMarcus Lawrence going to a Super Bowl?
At first, I hated DeMarcus Lawrence. I was like, D-Law, bro, you leave us and you immediately talk shit about us. But if you back it up by winning the Super Bowl that year, I can't, dude, I can't do anything about that. You win. That's how I feel, man. And honestly, at this point, I beat the Patriots, dude. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's it.
I
That's
don't want
it.
to see another Patriots. It's too early. I know
Yeah.
it's such a stupid argument, but I feel it. It's
No,
an
it's
emotional argument.
100% accurate, dude. We sat there and watched Tom Brady rip apart teams for 20 years. No thanks. I don't
For
want to see
real.
it again in Tom Brady, but with legs. Like I don't
And
need that.
Sam and get Sam Darnold a ring, bro.
I
Just be
can't.
hilarious.
Dude, Drew Lock. Oh no, Drew Lock. I think ended up with Denver. Did he not?
Drew Lock?
Yeah. Did he go back to
He's with
Seattle?
Seattle.
He is with Seattle.
I think he's with Seattle.
Double
I'm
check
pretty
that.
sure.
I'll answer that in a minute. Um, yeah. So Drew Lock, if he went back to Seattle, Leonard Williams, Bearcat. He went back to Seattle. Julian Love is there. That's three giant ex Giants that are there that I want to see
Yep.
absolutely stop this re-emerging of a dynasty. All right, go
I
be
just
New York
I
Giants.
I just checked Drew Lock is the QB2 in Seattle.
Seattle. Okay, cool, cool.
Yep. Jalen
Uh,
Milroe is
Horsecock
QB3.
lock,
They
baby. Horsecock
Oh
lock.
my God. All right, we're trying to get monetized, buddy. Now,
Yeah, yeah.
okay,
uh,
why are we're sitting here talking rushing. We kind of went over this last night a little bit. Puka and JSN talk about almost identical. Nine for 165 and a tutty for Puka, 10 for 153 and a tutty. for JSN. Monster
Dude,
games.
so I loved JSN's game last night, but I love Puka's a little bit more. And the
Hmm.
reason for that is simply because of that taunting situation that happened.
You know,
To
what's up?
get well, so Stafford almost threw a pick, and who was it? I'm drawing a blank on his name.
Ernest Jones.
I think it was number 25 for the Seahawks. I'm looking it up right now. I'm drawing a blank on his name.
I don't see a 25. I see a 27. Reek Woolen.
Woolen, yeah.
Was it Reek? Yeah.
Yeah, so Woolen goes over to the sideline and he's chirping, right? Enough to cause a penalty. It was a fourth down play. Fourth down play. Gives the Rams first down, and immediately Stafford just bombs it down the field to Puka over him for a touchdown. One of the
You
nastiest.
know, I low-key thought Puka had the I low-key thought he had it at the end of the game to give them 1 second on the clock.
No, no. I
It
thought he did
really
too,
looked
but
like it. I'll have to double check that one.
that was no.
Okay,
I think he was completely down in contact and slid out. It's just very unfortunate.
bro. Receiving as a whole, Rams 22 receptions for 374 yards. Seattle 25 receptions for 346 yards.
Just neck
Just
and neck.
like nasty.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, you can't talk about this game without talking about Xavier Smith's fumble on the punt
Special team.
return.
Yeah. That I think that was the swinging hammer. Like,
And he's a young player. I don't. You can't make that though. You can't make that mistake.
dude.
You
I've
think
seen a
he's
lot of
gone?
posts. Maybe. I don't think so. I don't think it's necessarily enough to be like, oh, he's gone, because usually teams don't
You
do
you think he does that again though?
that. No, no, I don't think he does it again. I think he's going to be up front blocking on kick returns instead, but I don't think he's
Yeah,
gone.
yeah.
Um, nah, dude, that gave Seattle the edge that they held for pretty much the entire game. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, they traded uh, lead leads a few times at the end there, but it wasn't until that taunting play that uh, the Rams woke back up. It looked like they were starting to fall behind and start moving sluggish, and then
Hmm.
that woke them up. They started playing more aggressive after that. They started really getting after the quarterback too. Um, the Rams defensive line, man, they played really good, but I would have loved to see so much more pressure. I think they only
They
got
got 3 sacks.
yeah they did, um, but there just wasn't any outside of the run game and those 3 sacks. I didn't see any pressure. They let Darnold
Yeah.
pick them apart and post 300 on their head. No picks
Yeah.
either, you know.
Dude, even their defense played really similarly.
Yeah, it was like
Rams
a mirror match.
65. Yeah. Rams 65 total tackles, 38 solo tackles. And then Seahawks was 60 total, 36
Yeah.
solo. Rams had more sacks. I do remember Donald taking 2 sacks from like pretty close like proximity towards the end there. And that
Hmm.
kind of had me scared, but yeah, I here's one thing weird about the Rams. When's the last time you've seen like a really, really good team? Their one big blaring weakness is the special teams.
Yeah, yeah.
Like their
Eh,
special teams is all time bad because it's getting them in trouble in multiple games that cost them seeding. It almost cost them a playoff game. It did cost them this playoff game.
yeah, I agree. I agree
Oh, what
100%.
do you do?
I think you go get the guy that just got hired down in Florida. I think the Steelers special teams coach would have been perfect under McVay. Um, you hate to see that, but you got to find a way to address it one way or another, whether
Yeah,
that's getting a new coach for it. I mean, you got all off season now. Figure it out and run it back.
yeah,
I think looked over. Well, I don't know if it's necessarily looked over, but the play I was talking about earlier with May running or not running. No, they were pushing him over and it was short, right? That was what we thought the call was for the Broncos New
yeah.
England. Yeah. So there was a similar moment here in this game, but they made McVay choose whether or not to challenge it or burn a timeout, and I think it messed him up mentally because he elected not to challenge or burn the timeout. But as soon as the next play ended, which wild call to me, um, as soon as the next play started, he called the or finished. He called the timeout. Um, I believe the play. Who was it? I think Cooper Cup took a in route for a first down, and then like when he came down, the the ground knocked the ball loose. Now,
Hmm.
last time I checked, you have to hold the ball through contact with the ground. The ground can't cause a fumble, but it can cause an incompletion. Don't know why that wasn't called that way. I think.
I I'm really
But
confused by that one because I've seen a few that I'm like even recently I've seen a few that I was like, oh, it wasn't a catch, and then they're like, yeah, it was a catch, and it was literally that. I was like, dude, he hit the ground and lost the ball.
exactly.
But they're like his knee was down, and I'm like, I really just don't understand that one. I need to research it a little, I
Well,
guess.
that's just the thing. It doesn't seem like anybody knows how to judge it anymore. You know, it's the same
Yeah.
with pass interference at this point. You know, I
Yeah.
don't. As far as I know, ground can cause the incompletion, right? And to me, that's
Yeah.
exactly what happened. I
Unless your
think,
knee touches, right?
well, no, you have to maintain possession through the process, and
Yeah.
as soon as his knee hit, the ball jarred loose. So,
Hmm.
and it was really weird because it's at least as far as the broadcast made it look like it sounded like they were saying he was deciding whether or not to challenge the position of the ball because they gave him a first down and it was on fourth.
Hmm.
So I wonder why we're not considering challenging for for whether or not that was a catch. It didn't look like one to me, and I think that's one that
Yeah.
they should have got back. That I think also changes, well, not also, but I think it changes the momentum of the game.
Dude, Xavier Smith.
Hmm.
Um, what is this? Two punt returns, 0 yards.
Really, Lordy,
Yikes.
that,
Other
that
things I have
that's
for
St. Louis,
this,
right?
huh? St. Louis?
Yeah, that's St. Louis, right?
Nah. The other things I have for this game, Stafford turning it on in the fourth, I really thought for a second, I was like, he can come back. Don't give him the ball.
Yeah, you message the group chat. You're like Stafford about to come back and pull this game. Watch.
Stafford's one of those quarterbacks. You give
Yeah,
him a minute with the ball, down one score,
you're
I'm
done.
scared.
Walk
I'm
off. Yeah.
terrified.
Yeah, he
Um,
absolutely has that ability to go walk off a game and run it in your mouth.
I have Jason showing up in big moments, and then I actually thought the officiating in Rams Seahawks wasn't horrible,
I
especially
don't
compared
either.
to the first game.
That I think I mentioned just the one call for this game, but I agree. I thought they were letting the boys ball, and I think you need that. You know, obvious egregious ones like we saw at the end of the game, that makes sense. But
Yeah.
Let the boys just go play ball, man. Especially when there's so much speculation on what's what nowadays. Just let them play. Call in when you need
Deadass.
to.
Deadass. Any other thoughts on these games before we move on to the
Before we do,
Super Bowl?
yeah, yeah. I mean, you can't take anything away from the Rams. Broncos played like dog shit. That is what it is. But the Rams really fought in that game. Um, and literally watching them just come alive after that taunting was it was
Yeah.
awesome, man. And we just had a burn down from that moment forward. It was really
Devontae going
fun.
0-5 in the conference round
Yeah, yeah, I forgot about that actually. 0-5 in the conference title game.
because he wasn't there with Rodgers for his Super Bowl, right? He
Correct.
came after. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Man, that's just so brutal, man. That's one of those stats that make you consider like, why am I, should I even bother? I seen somebody did I forget the creator's name, but he did a skit of them in the locker room, and when it came on to Devontae, he was like, "That was my last chance," and I was like, "Oh, don't say that about
No,
Pookie Bear, bro."
he's coming back next year.
I think he will. I think if Stafford's coming back, he will be.
Maybe we'll get Bears Rams again, but in the championship round.
That would be crazy. That'd be an
That'd be
awesome
awesome.
game.
Um, or Cowboys Rams. Anyways, I
Ah!
know I'm delusional. I'm
But,
delusional. On to the Super Bowl. Um, Seattle, New England. We've got the matchup predictor on ESPN has Seattle taking it 60%
wow.
to 40. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, uh,
What do you think? Oh
I
wait, a few more
I
things, a few more things, sorry. It's got the spread at 4.5. It's got the total over under 45.5.
45 and a half. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm really hopeful Sam Darnold can get it done, but I think that defense is going to be too much for that offense to overcome. I really do, and I really hope I'm wrong. I really don't want to see New England host another Lombardi parade.
Yeah.
It seems inevitable, dude. It seems like they're back. And maybe we'll get lucky, maybe, but we're not going to have Drake May in bad weather. We're not going to have Drake May against a team that can't be carved apart. You know,
hmm
uh,
hmm
I think it's going to be New England. I'll say it's at least a close game. I'm gonna say 28-25.
28-25.
Mm-hmm.
I think I think here's what I'm struggling with. I looked up defensive late leaders for the postseason.
Mm-hmm.
New England is first in overall yards per game and sacks, and they are third in turnovers. In the top five on these, Seattle is not on the board once.
No way.
Yep,
So it's saying
that
they're
scares me.
worst defense, right? I'm understanding that correctly.
What's up?
That stat is saying that they're a worse defense, right? Is what that.
Apparently, or at least they're playing like it in the playoffs. I thought by the eye test they look pretty good, but when you go over to the offensive leaders,
Yeah, you
neither of
can't
them are
trust
really in here.
you can't trust box scores, bro. I think
I
what
know.
you
I'm
just
just
said is
saying
such a big difference.
trends, man.
I
I
don't
mean,
care about that.
like I said, eye test one way, box score another. Um, I will say I do think the Seahawks pull it off. We see Sam Darnold get a ring.
What is
Um,
what a line, bro. What a line.
we see. I'm excited for Mike McDonald, bro.
Yeah,
What a
yeah,
monster!
he
Like,
really just dropped into that team and just sent it to the moon.
and to think Harbaugh, or the really to think Baltimore was going to get rid of Harbaugh anyways, and you had Mike McDonald in the building.
That's such a crazy line right there too.
You know what I mean?
Do you think? Well, we'll get to that in a minute.
What?
No, I was gonna say, do you think Minter really turns that team into a Super Bowl contender?
I really don't know much about him. I know that Chargers defense was nasty.
Yeah, yeah, it was.
Yeah, for for Baltimore and for Pittsburgh, and this is the only thing I'll have for this real quick. They're in tough divisions and they're so saturated with the previous head coach everywhere and every little, you know what I mean?
Right.
They've
Yeah.
both been there for damn near 20 years.
Yep.
They're not going to compete, and I think that the best thing for them is to accept that and maybe sell off a few pieces.
Okay.
Anyways, um, I think Seattle wins. Spread is 4.5. I'll go over because I think it'd be 2 point. No, probably a one position, probably six, 7, 6, 7. I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. My bad. But I do believe it'll be a touchdown difference. I'm going 30-24.
30-24.
Yeah, that's what I think. Seattle pulls it out.
Oh, give me 1 second.
Cool. Talk to the audience now. Um, the Dallas Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl every year for the next 10 years. I was kidding. Oh, God. Why can't I be a Seahawks fan? I am a Seahawks fan. I like the Seahawks. Um, oh, dude, I looked up. Oh, Super Bowl, Patriots versus Seahawks. Tickets as low as $5,700. Don't worry, they're only 6 grand. Is that a single ticket? That's insanity. Who's paying? If you're paying 6 grand for a ticket to a football game, you're the problem. You're the reason that they charge $6,000 on the low end. It's insane. Rant over. Sorry, I'm
So,
poor.
no, it's okay. I agreed with one of those statements.
What?
The ticket price. Surely not the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. Come on.
Oh,
Dude, we're going to have some battles this year, bro, for the next
you
couple
think?
years. Yeah, dude, I really do. I think if you guys can get your situation on defense settled out and the
Hmm.
Giants can do the same, ooh, we're going to have some games on our hand, man. Oh,
I'm I'm also scared for Philly. No, not
Philly,
Philly. I don't really give a fuck about Philly. Washington.
you're scared for them or scared of them?
Of them a little bit.
Really?
They did overperform last year,
Yeah.
but they have the talent to get there, right? We've
I
seen their
don't.
ceiling, and
Yeah.
you can get better. And Dan Quinn, I think, is a good coach, and Jaden Daniels is a great quarterback. Their running back room when healthy, right? I don't know. They've got a few holes, but nothing nothing can't overcome. I don't know.
They don't have many holes yet, but that entire defense is aging. It's getting old. They really
Yep.
have to go out and get some young pieces and rookies at that, not just young players in
Yeah.
the league, but young rookies that they need to draft well. Um, I don't think free agency is going to be their friend. Last I looked, they don't really have the best cap space. I could be wrong on that though. Um, but
Well,
I don't agree.
why wouldn't they be a destination for free agency? Debo went there. Ertz went there.
Giants and Cowboys and Eagles are in that division. Nobody cares about Washington.
Yeah. I just Here's the thing. I think they overperformed last year, underperformed this year.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean? I think that if they hit on some draft picks, dude, they're a 10, 11 win team. And when you're a 10 or 11 win team, you're kind of in the mix for the playoffs, and that's where seeding can get. Because I also believe next year that we'll win 10 or 11 games. And I'm also terrified that y'all will win 10 or 11 games. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So then you're looking at tiebreakers, and Dak owns, the entire NFC East, so I'm not too worried, but
You
um
should be this year. This coming
yeah,
year, yeah, you should be worried.
I do think, dude, legitimately, if you told me the entire NFC East next year wins 11 games,
I can
I
see
believe
it.
you.
Yeah, I can totally see that. And dude, I don't. Well, here's the thing. I'm a Giants fan, and unlike the rest of my herd, I'm realistic. Uh,
Are you?
I tried to be. I try to be. I can see us at least reaching 500. So yeah. All right. Thank you. I think we can at least hit 500 as bare minimum.
Okay. Yeah.
I I think we have a chance to overperform and really show how much talent's actually on this team
Yeah.
and go 11, 12. Why not?
I don't think y'all's worst case scenario is overperforming. You know,
Hmm.
I do think you can win 10, 11 games but maybe you're really like an 8 win team. But that's doubling your wins. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
I do think that that would probably be good for y'all because it'd be nice to get like a winning culture in that locker room. Just
Yeah.
like, hey, we finished above 500. And
Yeah.
then you probably would not the next year because you're the Giants. But maybe that would be like the rallying cry would be like Jackson Dart would be 3 years in, Scatterboo, Neighbors, and they would stand up. They'd be like, "We've gotten to 500. That's the new floor." You know what I
Right.
mean? So I don't think it'd be a bad thing for y'all to overperform next year in that kind of a way.
Well, so
Now,
that's been the history though, is that we get new management in, we overperform, make it to the playoffs, get booted immediately, and then we suck for the next 10 year of however long that coach is here. We did
yeah,
it with Shermer.
literally what happened with Dable.
We did it with Pat Shermer. We did it with Dayball. Like it's a mess, and it's been like this for a decade now, and I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
And when Harbaugh's the guy, damn it.
I hope Harbaugh works out for y'all.
No, you
Um,
don't. No, you don't. Don't lie to me. I know you are preying
I
on his
don't
downfall.
listen. People don't get fired for being good coaches unless you're Mike Vrabel. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. Like I still have no idea why the Titans let go of Mike Vrabel, but um,
That's the
clearly the word
depression
the bad.
bowl. That's the depression bowl is Vikings versus the Titans.
I could not be a Titans fan. I see so
No.
much talent there, but
Oh,
imagine being a Titans fan right now. That'd be insane.
it's all right. I think they're about to land Dayball. It's all good. They'll be okay.
Yeah. No, they got Saleh.
Mm, mm. That's right.
Saleh is
They did.
actually not a bad pick. I like Saleh. I like Cam Ward.
Bring in Dayball as an OC. We might have something cooking there.
Well, because Saleh is like a hard nosed, like defensive guy,
Yeah.
like no nonsense kind of guy. And then Cam Ward fucking goes up to the podium and he goes, "We're
We're
ass, we're ass." The
oh,
pairing
dude,
of
that
those
might be the
two of just
greatest.
like yeah, we're gonna tell you it straight. Take that Tennessee defense, fucking have
Turn it
Robert
into a
Saleh coach
monster.
him up, man. Jeffrey
Yeah.
Simmons, dude.
Where are they
Uh,
picking? Where are they picking in the draft?
they're like number four, I think.
So they're
Um,
ahead of the Giants.
they're not a draft thing on fucking ESPN. Crazy.
I got you.
Oh, I found it. Draft.
You got it. Okay. All right.
They are picking number four. They
Ooh,
are
damn it! They just had
what?
to give
Oh,
me.
are they right before you?
Yep. Giants are picking
They're
at
taking
5.
downs, aren't they?
They're gonna take Downs, bro.
No, we were talking about this the other day. They need Tate, dude. They need a wide receiver because Solid can coach up that defense. You can pick a. This is a defensive class. You can pick a dude in the second round. You know what I mean? But they need a weapon for Cam Ward. Either that or who's the top running back? Jeremiah Love?
Yeah, I
They
think
should
so.
take like yeah, they should take like Jeremiah Love or Carnell Tate, get Cam Ward a weapon, and then focus on defense and
I don't
trenches.
want Tate there, dude. I want the Giants to trade up for back-to-back first-round picks.
Do, buddy, do you want Downs or do you want Tate? You
I
have to
want them
pick
both.
one. I'm
Nah,
sorry.
I want
You're
both,
not the
bro.
Dallas Cowboys who have two first round picks. Just saying. Got
I'll give
two
you a
first
pick
round
next
picks.
year, bro. Come on. Oh,
Jerry Jones would shit his pants live before he fucking traded with the Giants to go up and get one of those players.
trade Kayvon Thibodeau.
Why are you
Who's
always trying to give away Tibbs? No, no, no.
because
You say you like him, but every
I
time
do.
you're like, we'll trade you Tibbs.
Well, so here's my hang up with Tibbs, right? Is that he's he had a great rookie year, and then it's been pretty lackluster since. He had 111 sacks, or I think after his rookie year, he had one double-digit sack season when you were a top 10 pick. Like that's not top 10 statistics. Um, Now, don't get me wrong. This year he played really good. I really liked how he played
Yeah,
this year, but it was more in the run game, which we needed. So I like I love Tibbs. I really do. I really do. But his performance hasn't been up to his pick selection. And I think when you have Abdul Carter, Brian Burns, and Dexter Lawrence, you're the odd man out there. Now, granted,
yeah,
Dexter Lawrence had a bad season this year, but he was also coming off injury, so it's
yeah.
in the air a little bit on that. I think he bounces back next year. But if you're gonna trade any piece on that defense, if it's not Trey Hawkins, which you're not gonna get anything for, go get rid of Tibbs. See if you can manage a first rounder or flip a second rounder into a first somehow, and go get two absolute studs. I know this ain't
What would you
bad,
say?
but
Yeah, I know. You know what's funny?
huh.
On the ESPN like mock draft thing, whatever. Overall, they have your guy Jordan Tyson ranked above Carnell Tate.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so that no, not my guy. That guy could be no.
You were talking
No.
about him the other day.
Well, so I was saying that that's who I think Tennessee needs to take. That's who I
Bro,
think they need to.
they
I
literally have who do you think they need to take?
who Tennessee
Yeah.
Jordan Tyson is who I think they need, not Cardinal Tate.
They they have Edge from Texas, David Bailey mocked to him.
Hmm. I hope. I can only pray, dude. I want Caleb Downs to New York so bad.
Yeah.
Dude, he's gonna
They have Downs mocked to New York at
please,
number
bro.
5.
Watch Philly move up on us again. They did it
Yeah.
with Devontae Smith. Watch them do it here. Or Dallas. I could see Dallas doing it.
They have Keldrick Falk and Jermald McCoy mocked to Texas, and that's kind of who I had. I actually
Mhm.
thought Jermald would go before Falk,
Is this
just
Mel's
because
mock draft?
this is just the generic ESPN overall
Hmm.
mock draft. So it's not. It doesn't even have the teams. I'm just looking at the best available.
Right,
Says the 12 as of now the 12th best player is Keldrick Falk, edge. Um, which we need cornerback more. That's why I thought we'd get Jamal McCoy, but they still have him going to us at 20. So
yeah, there you go. That'd
who's
be
at
two really
21?
good.
They have him taking a quarterback. Sorry,
Yeah, you're good.
round 21. The Steelers, huh?
I
They have,
wouldn't. I wouldn't knock out Steelers moving up for Mendoza. I think if they offer a haul that
yeah.
Vegas would be smart enough to listen to, yeah, you take that. I'll stand on that
They
hill.
have
I know we got some hate for it, but
they have him taking Ty Simpson from Alabama
I'm not
in the
familiar with
first
the game.
round. Me either. That's why I'm saying first round, and I'm not really too familiar. Carson Beck is projected the number three.
What?
Wow. There's only
You know
four
what?
quarterbacks that have declared. What is this? Or are these the only ones that are mocked?
I think they're the only ones that are mocked, but outside of Mendoza a lot, and Moore, who isn't going into the draft this year, I
Yeah.
don't really know anybody. I forgot all about Carson Beck, bro. It's been
Dante Moore
Mendoza,
isn't.
Mendoza, and Moore.
Yeah. I thought Moore was gonna. I thought it was gonna be Mendoza to the Raiders, and then the Jets would get Moore.
Yep, yep.
Now
I
the
think that's
Jets,
exactly why he said no.
they have the Jets taking a linebacker, which sounds like a very Jets move. Who's your quarterback? Is
Yeah,
it
yeah,
Tyrod Taylor? There's no way after the owner comes out and talks shit about fucking um, Justin Fields,
right.
and then Fields has a monster game, and then shits the bed again. Like, there's no way. Fields' time is done there. You're just
Ha-
rocking with Tyrod?
have you seen the Tyrod Taylor effect?
Oh, what is it?
For
Yeah,
every
what was
team
it?
he played as a starter for, the following year they got their franchise quarterback.
And I guess it's not Dante Moore. You think they move up for You think they move up for Fernando, or you think they take Beck or Simpson?
Beck wouldn't be bad in New York. Him and Garrett Wilson would be sick.
We've been saying Raiders need to flip the pick. The
Yeah,
Jets have excess picks from unloading at the trade deadline,
right.
and it's one spot. Like, what would you need? You can literally flip, literally switch, and say you can have the number two spot and a future first,
But
or
we want
and a
Mendoza.
future second. You know what I mean?
But we want
And if
Mendoza.
I'm the Jets, you take that because if you're the Jets, or if I'm the Raiders, because you can probably shouldn't rock with Geno Smith one more year, but I don't think he gets worse. I honestly don't think he gets worse.
I don't know about
Then
that
you can
one.
take then you take Arvell Reese so you get some linebacker help. Or who's your top OT? Spencer Fanu.
I don't think Las Vegas is smart enough to move off it, dude. They feel too pressured to take him. The fan base is eating them alive.
They
You've
have
got
Kenny
Max
Pickett.
Crosby. Yeah, okay.
Super Bowl winning Kenny
Stop,
Pickett.
stop, stop.
Last player on the field in the Super Bowl, Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett's gonna put you right back in the position you're in right now. Easy enough.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a certified Kenny Pickett hater. I got a buddy who's a Steelers fan, and he swears by him, and I'm like, stop, dude, stop. Swear to God.
I would like to see. I would like to see the Raiders move out of it. But if they're gonna move
Yeah.
out of it, it's got to be a haul. It's got to be one of those first pick in the NFL draft hauls, and the Jets
hmm
aren't gonna give that to them. Not for one spot. They'll take whoever's left over. I don't see them taking a linebacker. I really don't. They have to have a quarterback, and they don't have one.
Okay. Do you want to keep talking draft, or you want to hit on anything before we sign off? It's been 55 minutes.
Um,
Um,
I mean, do you want to continue down the board for like the top 10 or something? Or
well, we're going to definitely have plenty of time to address the draft over the next few months.
yeah,
So
that's true.
I don't know if you had any other like Super Bowl thoughts, MVPs, awards, and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, we can definitely talk award season.
Let's who I guess let's do you want to get the big one out of the way or start
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
bottom?
We'll get the big one out of the way and work down.
Who's your MVP, buddy?
Matthew Stafford, and I don't think
Without
it's
a
even
doubt. I
close.
agree.
After last night, I
Yeah.
don't think it's even close.
Yeah. I was actually looking through the like I was directly comparing May to Stafford and I was just seeing like where they rank in all these different categories. Maybe that's something that we could redo, in
Sure.
the short future for the season. But they're neck and neck, dude. It's like literally for everything that May's a top five quarterback in, like Stafford is like the exact opposite, or also or like back to back.
Right.
They just okay. NFL honors finalists announced. You want to go over these?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, MVP we've got Stafford, McCaffrey, May, Lawrence, Josh Allen. I didn't mean to hit you with the Lawrence like that. I just that it is the most shocking name on there.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah,
He's up for MVP.
he's up for MVP. He had himself a
Get out
fucking
of here.
season, dude.
I know, but come on, be real. Be real.
I think it's
Uh,
Stafford.
it's Stafford by a
Yeah.
mile, bro. It's just
The fact that
unbeatable.
Josh Allen, the fact that Josh Allen is on here hurts because he didn't play the level of his normal play. But
No,
okay, we've got defensive player of the year. That's between Will Anderson, Nick Bonito, Miles Garrett, Aiden Hutchinson, Micah Parsons.
I don't even want to talk about this one. This one makes me so
Why?
angry.
Because your guys aren't on there?
Yes. If there was one player out of the Giants that deserved to be up there, it's Brian Burns. And
I was about to say Burns had himself a year.
16 and a half
Really
sacks,
showed up.
and you're not even going to put him as a finalist. The hate, bro. This is how I know Jackson. We'll get to this, but this is how I know Jackson Dart's not winning Rookie of the Year, bro. The league hates the Giants.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Anderson deserves to be up there. Will Anderson had
Yeah.
himself a fucking monster year. He's one of the best freaking in the league.
Yep.
Nick Bonito,
No.
come on. He's a captain on that defense, dude. He's
Nope.
amazing.
Nope. Brian Burton's played
Micah
so much better.
Parsons,
Nope.
Micah Parsons, as soon as he goes down, Green Bay forgets how to function. They don't win a single game after Micah Parsons goes down. The only thing I think you The only one I think I would switch out, it hurts to say, Aiden Hutchinson.
Yep.
He was the bright spot on that defense, but so was Burns. And I think Burns had more sacks if I remember correctly. I'll have to double check
That's
that one.
that's what I'm checking right now.
Yeah, so let me know on that one. But I'm pretty sure because Burns was like top three in sacks. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if Hutchinson was,
No,
but
no, because it was Garrett, Burns, and I think Benito.
Benito, it might have been, or even James Pierce. Low key had himself a few, or one of those Falcons defenders that they took in the draft. But while we're talking about sacks, the biggest sack of them all, Miles Garrett, dude. Miles Garrett with the sack record. Uh,
He deserves it for
you
that.
gotta love it. You gotta
Yeah.
love it.
Aiden
You know,
Hutchinson. Sorry, Aiden Hutchinson had one interception and 14 and a half sacks.
oh, so he's right there, close to him.
Burns had 16 and a half.
Yeah, two sacks off. But Miles Garrett got the sack record. I think he gets the Defensive Player of the Year. He's one of the best to ever do it at this position, and we're so lucky to live in this timeline. Um,
That's hilarious.
I mean, what do you say? It's Miles Garrett.
I'll say this is that I'm surprised Aaron Donald never got close.
He went too early, didn't he?
Yeah,
You gotta
he had
you gotta
what
think
five
if he was
seasons?
playing now, do the Rams play next week? If
Yeah,
Aaron Donald, yeah.
absolutely. Bro, could you
God.
imagine Sam Darnold getting rushed by Aaron Donald?
Hey, Donald on Darnold violence, bro.
Yeah. Dude, I would shit a brick if I saw any of those
Oh my
guys
God.
in that conversation coming at me. That's horrifying.
We got offensive player of the year, buddy.
Hmm.
We got JSN, Bijan Robinson, Puka Nacua, Christian McCaffrey, Drake May.
I've got JSN. I've got JSN.
You got JSN?
Hmm.
JSN or Puka deserve it, I think. But if May doesn't get MVP, I think they throw him
Offensive
oh
player of the
boy.
year. I don't think he.
Because
Well, yeah.
what else would he get? I mean, he played lights out. You think he just gets nothing? I guess
No, they get
he had a Pro Bowl
AFC.
selection, but he couldn't go.
AFC. Yeah. Oh no, he can't. You're right. AFC QB of the year. He'll probably get.
Okay. I think JSN deserves it or Puka, but JSN just for the yardage. He almost
Yeah.
hit 2,000. He had like 1,700 total,
Yeah.
right?
It's the
And he finished number
closest.
one, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's the closest to Megatron's record we've ever been. I think that
Insane.
deserves it.
Okay. Time for the spicy one. Offensive Rookie of the Year. We got Tyler Shuck, Ted McMillan, Travion Henderson, Emeka Buka, Jackson Dart. What are your thoughts?
I think it should be Jackson, man. I think a rookie's influence upon a team had no greater impact than Dart did. Um,
Yeah.
Dart really put the team on his back at every point he could. He also gave life to a team that has just been struggling to get by. Um, Anything he did, it lit that team up and finally gave them some life. I know not all the stats are there, but amongst the rookies, he had the best stats amongst all of them. So I
Well,
think you got
let
to
me
give
hit
it.
you with them. 2272 yards, 63% completion percentage, 15 to 5 touchdown to interception ratio. Not
Bars.
horrible.
No, that's awesome.
Um, he had a 91.6 is that passer rating?
Yep.
His QBR was 57.6. That's
Oh.
not great. But that's if you care about that stat. Um, let's see. And then I was going to look up Tets.
And keep in mind that Dart stat line didn't include his rushing yards, and it also doesn't state that he didn't start until week 4.
Yeah. Um, Tet had 1,014 yards, 7 tutties. I guess Dart did have a little bit of a better season, like percentage wise, if you look at it that way. I don't know. The Panthers made the playoffs because of him. They reached 500. He has been a bright spot on that team, especially whenever they already had a first round pick with Xavier Legette, or he was like beginning of second round. But you know what I mean.
Right.
He was somewhere around there. I think it's Tet. Who are the other ones that it has? Emeka had a case in the beginning.
Yeah, if he would have
Unfortunately,
carried it
injuries and
through, if he would have carried throughout the season, I think he would have been the runaway.
Travion Henderson,
Not bad. He
really,
had a
really
great
good
season.
highs, but he never did it 2 games in a row, you know.
Yeah, yeah. He
And then
also
Tyler
wasn't asked
Shuck,
to though. In those games where the run game wasn't really that effective, Drake May was ripping,
exactly.
so he
And
wasn't
then
really.
Tyler Shuck, he came alive in the second half of the season. I
Mhm.
think they finished like what 7 wins, 8 wins, something pretty good. The Saints.
Oop, that's not what I wanted. They finished 6-11.
Okay. Better than I thought, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Defensive Rookie of the Year. You got Xavier Watts, Carson Schlesinger, James Pierce Jr., Nick Emanwari, Abdul Carter.
It'll probably go to the Browns player, if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
Schwartz.
yeah.
Why did you say that?
Schlesinger.
Schwartz. I think it will be him. I want it to be Abdul Carter. I really do. But I don't think they'll see that his impact was as consistent. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure Abdul Carter posted a better win rate and pass rush win rate
Hmm.
than anybody else, but he also didn't really start hitting a valid like thick stride until the last 3 games. So
67 tackles, 90 assists, 157 combined tackles.
for who?
He had 58 solo tackles and only 2.5 sacks, but for a rookie, he's one of the best players besides not named Miles Garrett or Grant Delpit
Is that
on that
Abdul
team.
Carter or
That was Schlesinger.
Fletcher? That to me kind
Abdul,
of runs it. I don't
yeah.
think I don't think Carter's stats are that close.
25 tackles, 18 assisted, 43 combined. Yeah. 4 sacks. He beats him in sacks.
Yeah,
Um, but Schlesinger also had 2 interceptions. Um,
yeah.
just
That's
yeah.
a big. That's
I
a
will
huge
say,
stat.
I will say my pick, and if it included playoffs, I do think he'd win it. Nick Emanwari was all
Yeah,
over the field last night for the Seahawks, dude.
yeah,
He's got 56 tackles, 25 assists, 81 combined, very similar to Schlesinger, with 1 interception. But he had more solo and he had same amount of sacks. So
yeah. That
very
might be
similar
what swings
stats.
it though. Is the playoff success?
Yeah, I guess if you have really similar stats, go with the do you go with the team that had the less wins because clearly that guy meant more to that team, or do you go with the team with more wins because they're winning? The
Right,
formula's
right.
working, you know?
If I'm not
Um,
mistaken, a losing record goes into effect for their stuff
yeah,
here. So
I
I
think
wouldn't.
Schlesinger gets it.
Yeah, that's why I don't think Dart will win anything, or Carter for that matter.
Comeback player of the year. You ready?
Yeah,
Stephon Diggs, Aiden Hutchinson, Trevor Lawrence,
maybe.
Christian McCaffrey, Dak Prescott.
I didn't know Dak was up for that.
Dak needs to get it. I would love Dak to get it. I think McCaffrey or T-Law get it.
I think it's McCaffrey. I think after the year McCaffrey had, yeah, all day.
Yeah, I would love to see T-Law get something, but I think it's also a little bit better if Jacksonville kind of skirts the radar a little bit
I
because
agree
that's kind of their
completely.
identity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah,
Go ahead.
just like McCaffrey did have an amazing season. If he's also up for MVP and he's the only one on here, no, Lawrence is also up for MVP, right?
Yep.
Okay, so no duds between them two for me. Yeah, if they're both on the MVP list, it's got to go to one of them, I think, because it just goes to show how well they were playing whenever they come back, came back. Um, so I say McCaffrey,
Yeah,
just a
I do
monster.
too. I'm agreeing with you there because the nearly 2,000 all-purpose yards like that, unreal.
Coach of the year,
Coach of the year. Ooh, who's up for it?
Lee, Liam Cohen, Ben Johnson, Mike McDonald, Kyle Shanahan, Mike Vrabel.
Ooh, I think that's going to be Vrabel. I think it
You think
should
it'll
go.
be Vrabel?
Yeah, I think it should go to Ben Johnson. I really do, but
Yeah.
it's going to be Vrabel.
It, keep in mind it's a regular season award. All these teams have amazing regular seasons. I want it to be Ben Johnson so much. Like Ben Johnson fires me up more than anybody on this fucking team. But I feel like if you look at the coach that meant the most to his team, you're you're easily in between Vrabel or Shanahan. Shanahan was kind of on the hot seat, and then
Yeah,
his whole fucking team goes to the hospital, and he's playing with fucking high school JVers fucking down the street. And look what he does. What did they get? Like 12 wins, 13 wins. They make it to the playoffs. They win a playoff game.
that
They
nobody
lose horribly.
expected them to win.
Yep. But
Yeah, no, Shanahan's
Vrabel takes
always
it.
been that guy, man. Shanahan's always been that guy.
Two of the coaching finalists are playing in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that
Mike
sounds about right.
McDonald, Vrabel.
Oh, I think it'd be
Vrabel
Vrabel.
already has one. Give it to McDonald.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate that either, but I think it'll be Vrabel.
Okay. Assistant coach of the year. Vic Fangio of the Eagles. Brian Flores of the Vikings. Vance Joseph of the Broncos. Clint Kubiak, Seattle. Josh McDaniels, Patriots.
It's gonna be either Kubiak or the one from Denver, I think.
I'm thinking Joseph, Vance Joseph.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's God, fuck the Patriots, man. It's just like they're up for all of these awards and I could see it. I could see it. I
Yeah.
could see them running the table, fucking Drake May, Travion Henderson, Mike Vrabel, and then Josh McDaniels. I swear.
Stephon Diggs for
It'd be
comeback.
insane. Yeah, yeah, right. What if they did? I'd be so pissed off.
I'd be livid. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'd be so mad.
It says that's it, but I could have sworn there were more awards.
I mean, they
Walter
do
Payton. Go on.
Walter
Sorry.
Payton. Oh, I was saying that they do divisional or conference awards, but those don't really get much
Oh,
attention.
they introduced a new one. Um, what was it? Protector of the Year.
They did. We got Big Boy
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah, they did that last offseason. This should be the first year.
Beautiful.
But
I
it
love
doesn't
that
have
so
the
much.
freaking I know. It doesn't have the candidates. Hold on.
I haven't
Protector of
heard
the
a
Year
word about that
NFL.
either.
Oh, did they already do it?
Did they?
January 2026. Yeah,
Who was it?
take a guess.
Will Campbell.
No.
Who was it?
Penei Sewell.
Panay Sewell. That's fair. I'm alright with that.
Yeah. Um, what the fuck? Why
Yeah.
would you not announce that with everything else?
They don't give big boys love, bro.
They big boys get love and then they take it away.
You're not a
Okay, well,
quarterback.
congratulations to Penei Sewell. I love
Yeah.
to see a Lion get something this year. Fuck.
Hell yeah.
All
Hell yeah.
right, man. I think that's gonna call it for me.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I'm ready.
Next week we've got Pro Bowl and just like general Super Bowl prep. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
the week
Yeah.
after that, we will be broadcasting the day after the Super Bowl. So
I've been DJ.
I've been Aaron. Oh, if you're watching this, if this makes it into the clip, go follow us on TikTok, on
Instagram,
YouTube, on
YouTube.
Instagram, Facebook, basically all of them. We're just starting this up, and it's a lot of fun. And we're the only two people in here, but it's going to be up on YouTube. So, um, yeah, join us for the journey. We've been Extra Points. Have a good one.